All right, it is New Year's Eve. Pretty nice day here in Nashville. I'm going to talk about stuff and things and life. First, we'll talk about Loop Hero a little bit. I played this game for about, I want to say, 20 ish hours. Um, and I got to give it credit. It was fun. It did obviously get repetitive because it's Loop Hero. So there's kind of a limited interaction, I would say. But the game is fun. I think the limiting factor for me was there are a lot of sequences where you don't take any action, right? Which is normal. I mean, Hearthstone Battlegrounds or TFT or whatever, you set something up and then it just goes and the fight just happens, right? Um, the difference with this though is that some of it was like even was aggressively deterministic. Where like you go and you fight a glob thing and it does like 2 damage to you or 7 damage to you, and you kill it in like 2 or 3 hits. Like watching that sequence and that sequence never speeding up ever and having to do that 40 times, that's probably the part that got a little repetitive and old. But like the innovation from the standpoint of you're unlocking things, you unlock different little heroes or like little um, champions or whatever you want to call the person who's in the loop, and then also unlocking cards. So there's like a deck building element to it. But I actually found that the deck building was not like it. Maybe I'm missing it because I didn't get that far, but it didn't feel that deep. So like I haven't really. I mean, I still have a lot more of this game I could play, and I might return to it. So I don't want to like roast it. I unlocked these 3 characters. I unlocked some gold cards for the first time, and I basically had just got to the point where like. But I don't know. I mean, the loops still felt kind of the same regardless of what cards I picked. I felt like, whereas like Slay the Spire or something, I mean, your deck can feel completely different if you pick different cards. This is like every loop is this. I mean, like every time you fight one of those little green globs, you like hit it with your sword twice, or whatever. You hit it with your skeleton. Like that never changed, and because you have to repeat that so much, it started to wear on me pretty quick. And the other big news that I'm gonna share is so I reinstalled a game last night after reading an article. I read an article about really not even, it's like a puff piece, but the games of your youth help you kind of reconnect with your old self and help you kind of whatever. I reinstalled Dota. And I did this for a couple of reasons. So, I mean, Dota being this just behemoth, grotesque, free to play monster that consumes a billion hours and is highly competitive and complicated. But I realized that, um, first of all, I watch a lot of Dota on stream and I watch a lot of competitive Dota. And I don't do that for any other competitive game, really. Like, I sometimes I'll watch Artosis, but not really. Sometimes I'll watch StarCraft 2, but not really that either. Uh, and you like to watch what you play. I like to watch basketball. And I like to watch Dota. And I realized, like, I think it would be healthy, like, literally healthy for me to, like, play a couple bot games of Dota every now and then. Like, when the stakes are low, when I can just have fun and appreciate it for what it is. Um, and I say that now, and of course, like, months from now, maybe I am going to try to, like, play ranked and, like, take a healthy approach to ranked games. And not go down this like addiction rabbit hole of like, I must climb the leaderboard, which I've been down that road before. I was down that road for years. Played Dota 1 for a long time and really like took it way more seriously than I needed to. But I think in this case, I'm gonna treat Dota 2 like just like a break, like a something that I can do that's not Path of Exile, that is purely meant for my own entertainment. And strangely, a lot of the other games that I was pursuing, you know, the Last Epochs and like Lost Ark is coming out next year, and all these games that are very much like ARPG grinders, and even Diablo 2 in some respects. Those games are there's like the progression in that game is like time commitment, grind, you get loot and you keep farming and you basically keep playing to get more. Dota 2 like is not like that. It's just like an encapsulated, you have one half-hour experience with these 9 strangers and then you move on with your life. And I do still want that in my life. I want the competition. I used to play all kinds of competitive games, but I played Valorant for a little bit, and I wanted to scratch the itch of being with other people, like competing and doing something. Because I haven't had that in so long, and that's the thing. That's Path of Exile is so like, I love the build creation, but it's not like there's really a leaderboard, and there's not a real community for that kind of thing in Path of Exile. There's really not, unless I became like a content creator for it or something like that. But even then, like, yikes. I mean, anyways, that's all. I do think that I'm gonna make some Dota 2 content for the sake of myself, for nostalgia. But otherwise, have a good New Year's. I think that's it for the video. Catch you all next time.